record. All right, cool.
You have to pause on every frame.
We need to. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. Oh, Nintendo!
Oh!
All right, sugar footers.
This is how Mafia works.
Sure. I don't know how that really works. We're going to share our Nintendo Switch 2 what's the word? What's the word? What's the word I'm thinking of?
Predictions?
Prediction!
And analysis?
Analysis! I completely forgot the word.
So you gotta go back. You gotta go back.
Yeah, oh, my bad. I'm so sorry.
Why did you do this to me?
Okay. So
explain to the people. Talk to the people.
All right, people. So we're going to watch the Nintendo Switch 2 first look trailer, then give our what's the word again? Predictions and analysis. All right. So we're going to break down this video and then share afterwards. You ready? You ready, Ethan? Oh, I'm accompanied by Ethan. ECAV.
I'm an afterthought.
Nerd, not an afterthought. You are the thought.
Oh, okay. Is your webcam on?
Yes, it's on.
Okay. I just can't see it.
All right. Oh, well, yeah, because I can't have it on OBS and on Discord for some reason. Like, it won't work.
Okay.
Not sure why. All right, you ready, Ethan?
I'm ready.
All right. Okay. First of all, Nintendo. All right.
Yeah.
Have anything else to add on?
I mean, you mentioned that. Did you ever play Super Mario, Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story?
No, I haven't.
So every time you'd open the game, a different Nintendo character would say the name Nintendo before the game loads up. So like at one point it would be Mario and Luigi, another point it would be Peach, and then it would be Bowser. Bowser's was my favorite because whenever the logo came up, it would just be like Nintendo.
Yeah, that's funny.
It was pretty cool.
I never knew that.
Yeah, Bowser's Inside Story, great game.
Okay.
Side note, we should pause here, actually.
Oh, really? Okay.
What condition is your Switch in? Your actual Switch? Like, do you feel like it's in good condition?
I feel like it's in great condition. I treat it very well.
Do your Joy-Cons drift?
Surprisingly, no, but they do have issues if I'm playing with them, like, off the Switch when it's docked. I don't know why, but every once in a while, like, it has latency for some reason.
Did you get your Switch on day one, or did you have to wait?
I had to wait.
I think I got mine in June of 17, which I think is the year it came out. So
how's yours holding up?
I am actually playing Super Mario RPG on it right now.
Oh, it's
in the background
good.
As we're watching the video.
Good.
Yeah, how long did it take you to beat it?
Probably 30 hours. Well, no, probably 20 hours, and then I went on to do all the post-game content, which took a long time to grind for it. Well, I think total, including post-game, was like 30 hours, but I didn't 100% it.
Okay, I'm at Moleville.
Are you just recently playing then?
I just got to Moleville. Yeah, well, I have 3 total hours in it.
That makes sense.
Why, is Moleville like super early, do you think?
I think it is, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you...
Remember when we were talking about the new Switch?
Oh, yeah! Let's keep going, baby! Immediately. I love how they sand it. Craftsmanship. I want that to happen whenever I open up the box. I will say, I like...
here. Let's pause. Let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back a little bit.
So like...
It has USB-C.
So this is the bottom, right? So that was the bottom we just saw, and this is the top.
And on the top. I think that's really interesting that they have a USB-C port on the bottom and top.
I wonder if the USB-C on the top is going to be used to actually be able to plug into a television.
That's what I was thinking too, because
if it's just going to be for ease of charge, maybe.
Maybe like when it's docked.
Not when it's docked, but like so you
not docked whenever you're
not an airplane. You're not a flyer, are you? You're not a big world traveler like myself. So when I'm sitting in the airport and I'm like leaned up against a wall, if I ever have to charge the Switch, is depending on where the charging port goes, you have to bring it like it can be kind of cumbersome. So I think plugging it in on the top will make things a little bit easier for those situations. But I also hope it doubles as a opportunity to plug into the television.
I think I really like the fact that there's just two. I feel like it's for one convenience, but for some reason the fact that it kind of like comes out of the Switch a little bit, I feel like there might be an additional use to it. Maybe it's different from the one on the bottom. It's just speculation, but I think it might actually have an interesting use or just, you know, convenience. I do really like the fact that there's still a headphone jack.
I too like the headphone jack. I know that that's kind of a everybody's in on the Bluetooth now, including myself. But
yeah, it's still nice to have it.
For video games specifically, I've always liked my controllers to have plug-in adapters, especially because like competitive gaming kind of requires it for the sake of not having any latency.
Yeah.
But that brings up another thing. What do we think of these fans?
The fans? What
like,
fans?
Do we think the Switch 2 is going to be better or worse cooled than the Switch 1?
I never had an issue with my Switch heating up.
Like really? I had a couple times where it sounded like I was playing a pocket motorcycle.
Really?
Like you're just standing there and all of a sudden it's just
well, I noticed this down here. You see that? I feel like that's gonna help
the other fan
like cooler. I didn't notice that until just now.
I think it will probably end up cooling better. I think they've learned their lesson on this.
I think as long as you don't like cover it up or make sure to like dust it, because if that thing gets dirty, then it's gonna get hot. I do like the new kickstand. I feel like it might be a little. I don't think it'll be that flimsy, but I think kids might be able to break that easily because kids.
I think kids can probably be able to break it, but I do think this is way better than the original one. With just the tiny little flap on the back where they hide your SD card.
Yeah.
By the way, is the SD card hidden on this thing? Underneath that, did we see? Do you see an SD card slot underneath it?
Are you able to zoom in? I don't think you're able to zoom in here. Now. But
yeah, I can't.
I think maybe it's right there.
Maybe, yeah, that little notch on the right. Yeah.
Could be. I do really like how it looks. I guess that's where you can put in the game right there.
Yeah, that's definitely the game slot.
Okay, now Joy-Cons. I don't know how I feel that they went all black for the base console. Because I kind of really like the color, you know? Like, the accent is nice.
Okay,
but
pause
I hope
it here.
To come up. Oh, okay, let's go
We gotta
back.
pause it. We gotta pause it eventually, because eventually the talking over the audio. So, what?
What?
So what do we think of the new Joy-Con?
Well, I will say, I like it. Like, hold on. I gotta pull mine out so I can, like, look at it. Okay. I do, for one, looking at my Joy-Con, like the fact that the bumper buttons, whatever you want to call them, are a lot bigger from what it looks like. Because the ones on the regular Joy-Cons are almost the size of the home button. Like, it's about that size. So now it's more than double it, which I think is very nice.
Oh, can we get that? Bring me back that shot of the underneath of it, because I wanted to. There's not a lot of spot to grip it. Like I have on my Switch, I bought. Grip. It's okay. You're fine. I bought. I basically don't use my Joy-Cons anymore. I have the Pro Controller.
Yeah.
And I have grips that are basically. I got mine for like $20 on like a flash sale, but they're
lovely.
like $50 normally.
I think because the Joy-Con is going to be bigger, it'll be easier to grip it. Because like with the current Joy-Con, I can hold it in my hand like a small Roku TV remote, you know? But
and I don't want to hold a small Roku TV remote if I'm not watching Roku is my thing.
I fully agree. I don't know if the however much bigger 3% bigger Joy-Con or whatever is going to actually solve any issue. I don't know if they're going to make a accessory for it or if they're just going to make another one of the Joy-Cons that's basically like a third of a Pro Controller. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and I mean, by the way, so much for that rumor that they were going to invert the ABXY buttons. That
Why
they
would
were going
they
to switch
invert
them.
it?
There was I don't know why they would. That was just something that I'd read that they were going to switch the ABXY buttons.
Well, they didn't.
What's that little knob on the bottom though? Like, do you think
Right
that's
here?
the no, underneath the home button?
Oh,
Is that
yeah. That's what I was thinking. That's not the screenshot button. That's on the other one. But I'm thinking maybe here's what I'm kind of thinking. Right here, you see that square that's like a little hole? That's a
Yeah.
infrared laser right there.
Okay.
So
what
I'm
does that have to do
thinking,
with the button up there?
well, because of the infrared laser, it can work as a mouse. And I think maybe this button, whenever you press that, it will activate the infrared laser so it's not running all the time and draining your Joy-Con battery. I could be, I think I might be wrong though. That could be this button down here for the fact that this button's only on one Joy-Con now that I'm realizing it.
I'm not gonna lie. My first thought was, oh, that's the NFC reader. Because because the not the Switch, the Wii U had no, go back, go back. No, we weren't done talking.
I was gonna
Why
look
did
at
you
that
interrupt
one.
me?
I'm sorry.
Oh my god! So the Wii U had
Do I need to pull up a picture of a Wii U?
The Wii U has the NFC reader. You can if you want to. The Wii U had an NFC reader, and it was around that spot, if I remember correctly. On a
You mean this?
yeah. See, I mean, it's on the other side, but
Yeah.
you
I
catch
remember
my
using that all the
drift.
time for like my amiibos. I don't think that's gonna be it. I think it'll still be the joystick or whatever you want to call it. I think
It
it'll
could be.
still be that. Because man, I honestly like the Wii U. Call me crazy, but I kind of liked it. I only wish that
Controversial opinion. The Wii U had some really good games, and a
Agreed.
really that I mean is exemplified by the fact that most of them are on Switch. However, the console itself was mid at best. I will say the console itself was mid at best, but I love the games.
I wish that the Wii U was actually portable. Because I remember one time I was going on a road trip and I brought it with me. And it said, like, move closer to the console. And I'm thinking, what? Like, I just assumed it was portable. I feel like a lot of people did. And I really wished it was. Because I feel like with how bulky it is, if they were to redo this concept, I think it would have been done a whole lot better. I honestly kind of miss it.
I kind of wish it was what I thought it was when it came out. I wish it was just a peripheral for the regular Wii.
I thought I knew it was a separate console. That's what I thought whenever, it was coming out. I'm like, oh, it's a new console. Apparently a lot of people didn't.
Yeah, a lot of people honestly did believe that it was just a peripheral, just an add-on. Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember I got this and the Switch was coming out like a couple years later. And I was like, wait, no, I want the new thing. And my parents were like, nah, you got this thing. I'm like, but I want the new thing. They're like, nah. So I had to save up 3 years later or however long. And the reason why I saved up is because Steve got announced for Smash, which was hilarious. And I immediately started saving up and I got it. Then I got Steve and Smash Bros.
For the Switch?
Yes, I got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and got Steve.
So the whole point...
The whole point of me getting a Switch was because of Steve and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm not gonna lie. That's not the only reason, but that gave me enough motivation.
So you have wait a minute.
I was watching the live when it happened because I've always been a Nintendo fan at heart. And I was still playing like the Wii U at the time. I was playing probably Xbox actually at the moment because the Wii U was kind of outdated at that point. And I remember
of course it was outdated. By the time that they put Steve in Smash Bros, like the Wii U had been the
Steve get announced. Oh, I cannot spell. Steve got Announced. I can't spell announced. What? Announced for Smash. Okay. October 1st, 2020. Oh, dang, it was
The
that
Switch had
year.
been out for like almost 4 years at that
Oh,
point.
wait, they appeared in October. Yeah, but when did it get announced? Oh, apparently over 4 years ago. So I got my Switch about 4 years ago.
Oh man. Well,
Yeah,
there you go.
so
I didn't
that's
realize
the
this
main
was your reason this whole time.
I think whenever
I'm a
I
little
first got
concerned
it,
for the future of the channel now.
I think whenever I first got my Switch, I think the first game I got was Animal Crossing anyways, and then I got this though.
Oh my god.
'Cause I was
well,
like,
Animal
"Man."
Crossing, not a bad game.
Oh, I enjoy it. Look at this, man. All right, let's go back to the Switch 2.
Oh yeah, we were talking about this thing.
Yeah. So I don't know what this button's gonna do on the bottom. Like I didn't even realize that until taking a further look.
I kind of have a feeling it's part of the magnet. I don't really think there's anything to look into on that one.
I think that would be this.
Well,
over
wait,
here, though.
actually, maybe because they have the ZR and ZL, maybe that's because that's ZR and ZL right there. Maybe those two on the end are just the L and R buttons. Because it is going to be playing Switch games.
What? I'm talking about this button right here that my mouse is
Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe that's just L.
And that's R?
Yeah, that's L, that's R.
I don't think that's the R, but I don't think that's a button.
Oh, you got a Discord email or message.
No, that was Instagram. Ignore that. But yeah, I wonder what it really is. I don't know. Maybe it is just a magnet. But either way, I'm excited for it. I think there's going to be maybe a few surprises we didn't know of. I think Joy-Con drift will be reduced with the new joysticks because
I think if it's not, people are going to riot.
Yes, I fully agree. I feel like they realize they can't get away with it.
Okay, let's pause it for me.
Yeah.
On this one. So notice this one does not have the little button underneath the camera button like the other one does.
Yeah. Or the
Just
home button.
something to point out.
Yeah.
I think everything else I don't think anything else applies here. I think that's just everything else we've said about the Joy-Cons up to this point still applies.
I will say I just like this color blue. I don't know why I feel like saying that, but I do.
Oh wait, pause it. All right, go back.
Whoa.
Go back.
Whoa.
So it looks like right here.
Right here?
So do we like the texture?
I like the texture. I think
I
it'll
like
be
it being. It looks like it's going to be
gripping.
grainier, not smooth, and I kind of like that.
Yeah.
And then the buttons, based off of this, do we think that they're squishy buttons or clicky buttons?
That's a good point. Let's hear it. Hold on. Let's look at it. They don't look like they're going to be clicky.
They sound like squishy buttons.
Well, I think that's.
Well, I mean, okay, they don't sound like it. The noise that they put over it makes it sound like squishy buttons.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a button I didn't notice before.
Where?
There, on the corner of the controller, on the corner of it.
Hold on. Let's use playback speed here. No. Oh yeah, perfect content. Okay. That sounds lovely.
Look a little further.
Oh, this?
By the way, there's your infrared light. No. We got a view of the infrared light and my mystery button all in one shot.
Yeah. So there's that's definitely infrared. You can tell that's infrared.
Yeah, that's 100% gonna be
what in the so I guess the like like LZL like RL whatever. I guess those are the buttons, but
I think that's just a Z. Yeah, but I mean, then we don't see Z or Z or whatever on the side, which leads me to believe that that's just gonna double as the Z button on both controllers.
Wait, what? Because these two buttons are these two buttons.
Are they? Because they both say R on them, don't they?
No, they didn't.
LR and or ZR and ZL.
No, that's SL
you're right.
And then SR.
Okay, so then what about just R and L then?
I don't know. Because even on the regular Joy-Con that I'm looking at right now, it says SR and SL on it too.
Yeah,
SL for the left side and SR for the right side.
but
Huh,
there's
that's
there's
interesting.
no normal L or R on the regular Joy-Con.
I guess not.
Okay.
And same thing for the Switch 1 Joy-Con I have in my hand. Okay, let's go back. Oh, went too far. I don't think we need to keep this on.
Yeah, I think we can go back to normal.
I feel like let me go back a little bit. I feel like this is just, if they really do not cut back on the Joy-Con drift, this is gonna make people mad. Like, I feel like they're really emphasizing that it will solve Joy-Con drift, or at least help a lot. I'm hoping it will.
I hope so.
Okay, this right here. This, to me, completely proves the point that it's gonna have a mouse-like feature. The way that
This
it
does.
looks like a mouse, and you see the strap, it's literally just showing the Joy-Cons running around like mice. I didn't realize that until I watched for like a third time. But I feel like this is going to be used for some kind of feature in a game, or just features in a game in general. So there's one game I've been playing recently called Potion Craft. It's a nice little game. But basically, whenever you play that game on PC, you can pick up the potion and just drag it around everywhere. But in a console version, it will only let you drag it to certain spots that have something you can actually do with it. Just because, for some reason. I feel like because it has a mouse, it's also going to work as, a mouse. I think it's going to be interesting to see if they're going to do anything special with it. If they're going to use the infrared laser in any ways other than a mouse. Or if they're going
What
to
kind of
include it
games
in
would
games.
warrant having a mouse on their controller, though?
I don't know. Maybe
Like, you're talking about your potion game, but like I can't think of.
Oh wait, what's that button on the top? I think maybe that's
That's
for
our
taking it
mystery
out.
top button that we've been talking about, I think.
No, this is for the blue. This is for the attachment that goes on for whenever they're racing around as mouse.
Yeah, but like, when are we gonna race around with the mice? These are the questions that I need answers to, Zach.
Oh, maybe this is gonna sound crazy. Maybe it can be used in some kind of shooter game. I have no clue how this would work, but I'm thinking they wouldn't just add it just to add it. I feel like they have some kind of plan for it.
Well, they did do the Wii U.
Okay, true. All right, we got Pasa here. I've been
we gotta talk about this.
So many people online saying this is gonna snap off. It's gonna break apart. Like it's just gonna break like easily. And I'm thinking Nintendo has had to test this out multiple times. Like they need to make this sturdy because in 1 year, and the first year of launch, if these just snap off in every Switch, that's going to be devastating for them. Like, it's going to be really bad. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I don't see how you can really bend it because it's going to. The Joy-Con itself will slide in perfectly with the magnets. I don't think you're going to be really able to actively break it or bend it. Unless if you actively try to go in with your fingers and try to break it off.
That is something that
Yeah.
Our friends over on everybody's favorite Reddit, some people have actually like tried to do a scientific test on this.
Mm-hmm.
And have basically determined that in fact it would be incredibly challenging to break this thing. So I might be able to cite the post if you give me just a minute, so that way I can find Brother's deductive reasoning.
Okay, go ahead. I'm going to talk about it a little bit more.
Yeah, keep talking about it.
Do like the accents colors. Like I saw a comment, I think on this video or a video about the Nintendo Switch 2 about how one person, I'm sure it's a lot more than one person, I, for one, don't like the fact that it's just all black with the small accent colors, but at the same time, I like it. It looks really sleek, and I feel like Nintendo is not going to release just this. Like, they're going to probably release maybe a white one, like how the OLED was, or maybe something more colorful. There's going to definitely be different versions of the Switch too, but I just find it interesting they went this route because this I feel like is not appealing to kids as much as the Switch One was. I feel like this is just for a general audience now, which I find very interesting. I do really like the magnet. What? What?
Nothing. I said no. Come back. I'm trying to find the.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I was just like looking at the Switch whenever the Joy-Con was in. I'm doing it again. Okay. Yeah. I don't know why, but I just like how it looks with the Joy-Con in there. That sounds weird. Whenever I look at my Switch and how the Joy-Con is in there, it doesn't look like perfect together because of how it slides in. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I love the look of it. I love the look of it being magnetic. I don't know why, but I like it. There's not a lot more for me to say. I'm just waiting for Ethan to find this post because Ethan wants to find this post.
I can't find it. I'm sorry.
All right, we're moving on. You
But
ready, buddy?
somebody on Reddit detailed that these things are in fact going to be very challenging to break. As in order for them to break, you effectively have to break the blue highlights on or red highlights on your respective Joy-Con in order to break this thing. So you have to kill it, basically. If you break that, you've broken your whole system somehow.
That's crazy. It's probably attached to a lot inside of Switch as well.
Probably.
All right, you ready to move on?
Yeah. I think I'm good.
Not a lot to talk about over here other than it's red and the mystery button.
Let's all right, let's take all right, here it is, our whole shot.
There we go. I don't know why the quality doesn't look incredible, but I have it on incredible, so you know.
All right, what do we think?
I like it. I like it. Again, I wish it was a lot more colorful, but I know there's going to be more versions, so
Is
I'm
it
not
too
really picky.
Is it too Steam Deck for you?
No, Steam. Let me pull up a picture of a Steam Deck. Steam Deck. I don't think it's too much Steam Deck.
I don't think it's anything at all like the
No.
Steam Deck.
The Steam Deck, the screen is the size of the Switch One. It may be a little smaller now that I'm looking at it. And they're not Joy-Cons because they don't detach, I don't think. I don't know much about the Steam
No, the
Deck.
Steam Deck does not detach. It's just a tablet.
Yeah, well, then get a tablet. Okay. Well, okay, wait, no, I get it because it plays Steam games. Okay. But yeah, no, I would prefer the Switch on looks and just in general.
I like the Switch better than the Steam Deck in every way except for the ease of access with your library of games.
Nah.
And obviously the specs, but I prefer the Switch as a designed tablet. I think its UI is more fun to deal with. And yeah, I just prefer it overall. I'm also biased towards Nintendo in just about every way, so there's that.
I agree.
But I am also a stark defender of the PSP and who says the only reason that console technically failed, even though I don't really think it was a failure.
I had a PSP at one point. This one.
The only reason that thing wasn't a rousing success like everybody wanted it to be is because the 3DS and DS generation existed.
Yeah, and that was going hard at the time.
Right.
I have a PSP somewhere. I think I let my dad use it and then it just disappeared, I think.
Oh.
I don't know where it is.
Way to go, Dad.
I own it somewhere, I think. Who knows? It might have disappeared into the abyss, but I enjoyed the little time I had with it. Anyways, back to the Switch. Is there anything else you want to add to what the console is?
I like one thing that I genuinely really do like is the how do I put this? The border between the Joy-Con and the screen
Really?
There's nothing there. Previously, there was the border
That
between the Joy-Con and the screen. If you pull up a picture of
yeah.
the original Switch, you can see what I'm talking about.
Let's see if it pulls up with Switch One. Yeah, it does. Oh, here's a comparison of new and old
Yeah, so
Nintendo
see the
Switch.
black in between the screen and the Joy-Con and everything. I'm glad that that's
Yeah,
gone.
I'm glad that's gone. I'm glad this is gone right here where the Joy-Con slid in. Glad that's gone.
It just makes for a sleeker design.
Yeah,
So
I
I like
fully
that
agree.
sleeker. I just hope that the technology inside.
Let's look at the Switch One OLED. See how much of an upgrade it was. So yeah, there's definitely a lot more space between the OLED and the screen, basically.
Did you like the OLED or not really?
I never got an OLED. Like I never felt like I needed an OLED because I played in docked a lot more.
You never like demoed it at like a Target or something though either?
No, actually. I
Oh.
never saw it demoed. I don't have a Target around where I am actually.
Oh yeah, I forgot. You live out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, baby. But
Mm.
yeah, I do like the OLED mainly just because it looks nice and I'm used to the regular Switch 1 and I just like the white for some reason. I just really like the white Joy-Cons, but I know they're going to look dirty faster. But anyways, back to this.
Would you prefer if this thing was white instead of black?
Uh
Do you think that white would be more aesthetically pleasing?
I don't know. I think I just like bright colors, so I think yeah. Cuz my room is more so full of brightness and it's getting more and more bright cuz I'm adding more stuff to it. It's
Yep.
not insane. You've seen my room. It's very basic for the most part, but I am slowly adding more stuff to it. I don't know why, but I just like colorful stuff. And just a lot of my setup is dark, but that's also because it's hard to find like a lot of colorful stuff that matches for a expensive setup or a setup that actually is practical cool without spending tons of money.
Yep. Silly gamers and their need to be in the dark all the time.
Yep. All right.
Unbelievable.
Oh, I did not mean
My
to fast
gosh!
forward.
It's got a 2! Oh.
Two. Yeah, no.
Alright, we gotta talk about the name.
Oh. Yeah,
We
okay.
gotta talk about this name. What do we
I
think?
think it's mainly because of what we were talking about earlier. The Wii U. A lot of people thought the Wii U was like a attachment or accessory to the Wii because it was Wii U. So I think Nintendo is really trying to emphasize like this is a separate console. So I think they're taking the route of like PlayStation and Xbox. Well, not as much Xbox.
Not Xbox. What are they
Xbox
doing
is
over
just
there? I don't know
like,
what Xbox is doing
we
over
got
there.
Xbox 360, Xbox One, Xbox Series X and S. Then PlayStation is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I understand that they have reasons for naming things the Xbox 360 and all that.
I don't get
But
the
then we went
Series
from
part.
Xbox. Well, we went from Xbox 360. We didn't go to Xbox 720 like all of us young children thought we were going to get. No, us, how naive we were. They gave us the Xbox One. Not the Xbox One as in the first Xbox, but the Xbox One as in a completely new Xbox that is numbered
weird.
as the first one.
That is pretty weird.
So, as far as the name, I mean, yeah. I think if you were going to
Yeah.
stick with the tablet approach, this is what you had to do.
I
I'm not
don't
asking
know
for
of
another name.
another name that would work.
No, I agree. There's because they stuck with this concept of because Nintendo is probably the best portable gaming developer console manufacturer ever. I don't think there's another company that does portable gaming better than Nintendo besides like unless you wanted to argue mobile games.
Yeah.
But I mean, so yeah, I really don't see why Nintendo would get off of the mobile gaming or sorry, handheld gaming market in any way. So
I agree. I think they're gonna probably stick with this. I feel like if anything happens, because I remember today I saw something about Nintendo Switch 2 and how apparently PlayStation slash Sony is thinking about doing another PSP. I don't know how
Oh,
true that is, but I have heard that a couple times recently.
well, I wish them luck
Yeah,
because I
I
think
don't
that if
know
they
if it's
do,
gonna
it
be
will be a
real.
lot like the first time they did it, or the Vita.
Yeah. And apparently I also heard something potential about Xbox, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I feel like if it
I
does, then maybe. What was the PlayStation like handheld that recently was thing?
oh, I know what it's called.
Portal. Don't you didn't you get that?
The Portal?
Yeah.
No, I did not get the Portal. I got
Oh yeah, you got
because
something different.
no, because there's a peripheral you can get. I got something called a Backbone,
Ah.
which literally does the same thing, but is I got mine for $25 at a Costco.
Ah.
It's I can't imagine spending. I wouldn't have spent $100. The Backbone's retail is $100. I
Goodness.
definitely would not have spent that much. But I spent $25 and I got a $20 gift card to Sony came with it. So I basically got it for $5.
Ah, well, in the video I was listening to today, they talked about the PlayStation Portal. Now it's basically a accessory to the PlayStation 5. However, it recently, or apparently is, I don't remember, was getting cloud gaming support essentially. So now you could get this and just play PlayStation games on it without a PlayStation 5.
Which
So
it should have done that from
essentially,
the beginning for the record.
yeah,
I think
that would
everybody
make a lot
thought
of
that it was
sense.
going to.
Which
Like, I mean, remember that?
apparently, if this does well, then they might consider it. They might possibly consider making a like portable console, you know? They
Well,
could
remember
do
that
it.
game store that we like to go to?
Yes.
So they I was the last time I was in there, they had somebody come in there and was about to buy one of those things and then was told like basically the guy like warned him and was like, "Hey, just so you know, this thing doesn't play them natively. Like you would have to have your PlayStation on while you were
Yeah.
doing it." The guy was like, "Oh my goodness, I didn't even know that. I'm not going to buy it."
I
So,
bet a
yeah,
lot of people bought it and they returned it because they didn't know.
I would say
Oh,
that's
this is what you get.
probably accurate. Yeah, that guy. That guy is great.
Ah, noted.
Because it does the same thing. Like you plug it into you can play Call of Duty Mobile on that thing and ruin a
Wow.
bunch of young children's lives just by destroying them. Because that's unfortunately, I don't think older kids and adults are into Call of Duty Mobile.
Fair.
So like you're literally just playing against it's little people, or as most people call them,
Like
children.
little Jim and little Bob, something like that.
Yeah, Jimmy and Bobby are over there just getting uh what are the funny words the kids say?
I have no clue.
Okay. Well, I was gonna try to be hip and happening, but
Hippin'
it's not
happening.
happening.
Hippin' happening.
Let's be honest, I was never cool.
Ah, no, you're awesome. You're super cool.
Switch 2, fun name.
Yeah, let's. We've been doing this for 38 minutes,
Good.
and I don't even see how we can cut this down. It's gonna be raw.
I don't think we should cut it down. I think this is
I think
perfectly fine.
I accidentally doxed my address when I went to a Walmart site, so I'm gonna have to blur that out. But so lovely for me. Anyways, back to it.
No, that's just where they need to send their donations.
Yeah, I'm blurring that
He
out.
accepts
All right.
check. He accepts check and Venmo.
If you want to give
And
me money, go to Twitch and give me money while I'm streaming, please.
oh, I forgot though you did that.
Yeah, no, apparently everyone did. Because no one knows that there's like sound alerts there. And if you follow, you can just straight up play funny sound alerts. It's great. It used to be so chaotic, but then I
Subscribe to
stopped.
Penguin Man Zach on Twitch.
It's called following. Oh, wait, yeah, no, you can subscribe too. Give me money.
Yeah,
Subscribe.
How much is it to
free?
subscribe?
On
Oh, is it?
YouTube.
All right.
It's free on YouTube, not on Twitch. Give me money. Okay, wait, we get to see the back
We
buttons.
better look at this button that I never noticed until just now.
How is that gonna work whenever you hold it?
These are questions that I do not have the answer to.
Wait, okay, so flip this around. I wish I could flip this around. So whenever you're holding it, your hand goes over it, right? I feel like a lot of people only put one finger here to hit both buttons. Well, is that a top button right there? Or is that one button? Because it like goes
Oh,
up.
the top one? That's one button.
Yeah, it's one button. I feel like it's gonna be weird now because usually there's a button here and then a button here. Maybe it is, but I don't think it is. But like now you're gonna have to have like two fingers. I feel like that's gonna be uncomfortable unless if like you don't have to
I think
use
you were
that in
always
every
gonna have to hold
game.
it with two fingers. You always. I'm confused. Wait, what are you
Oh,
saying?
okay. I mean, whenever I play on my Nintendo Switch, or if I play on, mainly just Nintendo Switch, the Joy-Con, I usually just put, one finger here and I press both buttons. I just, you know what? No, my opinion is flawed. Never mind.
Yeah, I
I
was a
picked
little
up my Pro
confused.
controller and I'm like, oh, wait a minute,
Hmm.
I'm wrong. But anyways, the back of it, I think it's nice. I don't think there's a lot much to add. Other
I
than
will
these two little
100% be buying
rubber.
a grip. I will 100% be buying a grip for this because, like,
Mm,
again, my hands would start hurting holding the vanilla Switch, like just by
yeah.
itself, and it got annoying.
Mm,
So
mm-hmm.
I will probably, certainly, definitely be buying a grip for this thing.
Yeah.
I think it's necessary for my wrists.
I might. I think whenever I get my Switch too, because right now I'm gonna start saving up as soon as I get my next paycheck. That's when I'm gonna start saving up. I'm gonna get some cool accessories. I'm gonna go all out on this thing. Like I want to play it almost every game that's out on release. Which who knows? Maybe it'll be more than 7, like the Switch One. Well, by
Yeah,
that I mean like new games coming out because you'll be able to play every Switch One game on here.
yeah, and I mean we'll talk about games in a second.
Yeah.
But
I wanted
yeah,
to mention these rubber knobs down here. I think that's really a nice add-on for whenever you have your dock with the what is this called? I forgot.
the kickstand.
The kickstand. Thank you. Whenever you have the kickstand out, that'll help hold it in place, which I think is just nice. I don't know if the regular Switch had it, but I don't think it did.
It definitely didn't have a kickstand, and it definitely doesn't have
Oh wait,
those.
the regular Switch has a kickstand.
Yeah, like not like that.
But not like that. Yeah, this kickstand's way lot better.
That is how kickstands were meant to be stand.
I
To
agree.
did.
All right, I think we're ready to move on. Are you?
Uh, yeah. I don't have anything else to add.
Mario Kart
Oh my
9!
god!
Okay. There's so much to break down the little bit of gameplay they gave us. I feel like.
Maybe my thing with Mario Kart.
24 people, first of all.
Yeah, you've been kind of hung up on the 24 people thing.
I've been hung up on that because I'm just imagining if they put Baby Park in this game with a 24 player option, that is
I've
going
determined that I love the game now. If I can play
yeah,
Baby Park
with
on
24
this,
players.
it will be my new favorite video game ever made.
Imagine starting all the way in the back. Imagine.
I'm sure it's fine.
Now I know the quality doesn't look great because for some reason 1080p does not look great when it's full screened. I don't know why, at least on my side, but I do really like the style of it. It looks like normal here. Whenever they move in, the animation, if you look like just
Go
for a
back. No, you have
second,
to show me this. Go back.
look at his scrunch face. Oh, look at Luigi. Look at Bowser. What do I need to show you? What?
Show me this art style you're talking about. Oh wait, Rosalina on a snowmobile.
Wait, what? I didn't notice
Rosalina's
that.
on a snowmobile.
Oh, I did not go far enough. Oh yeah, you're right. What? Huh, that's interesting. I don't know why, but I just like the art style they're doing with the cards. It's more curved if you look at it. Like a lot of them look almost like Doom buggies.
Yeah, but
just
that might
think-
also be a consequence of the track.
It might be, but I just like how, to me, watching it whenever it's like really fluid, it looks like they're adding more animation to it, like that Mario game that came out, Wonder.
The Wonder, the new one. Did you play Wonder?
I played Wonder, but never finished it.
Oh, highly recommended. It was my game of the year from last year.
Oh,
Go back. We got to talk about this.
Oh, okay.
We're not done talking about this. What do we think of the new dock?
Okay, the new dock. It's a dock for sure. I like how it's rounded.
I like the
really
round.
like that.
Yeah.
We don't get a really good look on the backside of it, though. I don't think.
No, we don't really get a look on the backside, but it's there's only one cord coming out of the back of it, but I can almost guarantee you there will be a two.
I wonder.
But other than that, it's very Nintendo Switch dock.
Yeah. Wait.
And the dog ears are back.
I do think it's weird the fact that they only show one cord, as you mentioned, one cord going from the Switch dock to the TV.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think we're gonna have a Nintendo Switch running on batteries.
Yeah.
So I don't think we have much to worry about with that.
No.
That was just something I
don't know
noticed because
much
I
about it.
just wanted to point out that I don't think that's what it's going to end up being.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean it looks cool. Oh, look on the bottom. There's little knobs on the bottom.
Oh, where?
Underneath the bottom of the Switch, like with the
oh yeah.
Like with
Is
the
that-
actual
Is that
with
not
the
same
actual
with the-
Switch.
Oh, that's the same with the Switch 1 dock.
Yeah, but these ones look rounded. Or is that? Well, maybe I just don't remember.
Oh, my Switch just turned on because I was messing with it.
Let's go.
I
He heard
currently
you.
cannot see my screen because my monitor doubles as a TV. So every time the Switch turns on, it goes straight to that port for some reason. Anyways,
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything to talk about with the Joy-Con connector. Like, it's exactly the same. I feel like.
It's our good friend the dog ears from Nintendo Switch 1.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it's updated to fit the new Joy-Cons, but it looks exactly the same other than that.
Yeah.
Let's see. Can we break down this Mario Kart a little bit more? I just like this track. I think it looks nice. There's not a lot to break down, I don't feel like.
No, because they picked a desert. They picked a desert map, so it's like it's the most barren land. You can
Okay,
get.
that there. I know of a lot of people have been speculating that could be a Wonder Seed or something. I seriously don't know.
I think that is wishful thinking. I don't think that that's what that is. It could be an item box.
Oh, that's a Wonder Seed. Wait,
Is it?
look
doesn't look
really
like-
close. Look really close. At one
I
point
need-
when it turns, you see the eyes. Right there. Do you see that?
No, I don't.
Well, on my part,
I think
it
this is something. I think this is the Nintendo fan in you, Zach. You need to tell him to go home.
because also my monitor is also very big, so I see more detail. But right here, hold on. Let me do this for you. Let me screenshot it and send it to you in Discord.
Okay.
Oh. Wait, can I just paste it? Is that thing? Yeah, it is. Okay. I think it's hard to zoom in on it, but because of how small a screenshot it is. But like y'all watching this video, if you're able to zoom in, just like zoom in on that definitely you can see the eyes. Like I feel like it's either a Wonder Seed or just some kind of additional item that will do something. I don't know what though.
Oh,
You notice it now?
well, I'm trying to open the photo. It's giving me pain.
Ah, that's not good. How's it giving you pain?
Well, because it's like telling me I can edit the image with apps.
Oh. You have to hit the very bottom of it. Like, I mean,
Okay, I got it.
yeah. You see his little white beady eyes?
I see his eyes. I am Googling Wonder Seed now to see if I'm weird.
I think I don't know what else it would be unless if it's a new introduced item. But I feel like I'm 90% sure that's a Wonder Seed now that I've
I
broke it
mean,
down.
vaguely. I still think vaguely. Let's
I don't know. It could not. But also I wanted to talk about the
Why would the
boost
Wonder
pads.
Seeds be in this game? Like, what would, like, just to make the tracks
Maybe
wacky?
Maybe, which I think would be interesting. My only thing is if they add Wonder Seeds, which it looks like it, but if they do add Wonder Seeds, is it going to be for only the new Switch 2 tracks, or are they going to implement it to every track? Because I feel like if they implement it, they will either have to make a new area for it or just put it in a random area they think it would fit in.
Yeah, I just think there's too many problems with putting the Wonder Seed in the game, unless it was just like I could see it as like an item, but I don't think I could see it as like a full-on mechanic where it changes the entire level like it does in
In the game,
in
yeah.
Mario Wonder. That's
I
all I
just
have to say.
realized right here, Mario Bros. Circuit has that sign, and then it says parts and fuel. I remember seeing some people theorize that either it'll be a part of the game or it'll be a mode where you'll have to stop to fuel up your cart or repair it like at a pit stop. I don't know how true that is, but I thought that was interesting whenever I heard of it.
I just think that that's taking the concept a little too far.
I think so.
That just adds too much complication to a video game that has never been that complicated.
And meant for children. That is not supposed to be complicated. The new Donkey Kong. What do you think about the new Donkey Kong in the back?
I hope it's Donkey Kong Jr.
I think it's going
that
to be the real
design
Donkey Kong.
is so off-putting to me compared to literally every other Donkey Kong design.
Yeah. I mean,
I
obviously,
don't like
I feel
it. It
like,
looks like baby. It looks like Donkey Kong Jr.
I've seen a lot of people reference it to a OG version of Donkey Kong, like an older version, and the movie
Yeah, like Donkey Kong
version.
Jr.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be the Donkey Kong movie Donkey Kong or whatever. Some people want the like current Donkey Kong in the games to be there, but I don't know if it'll be Junior because I'm pretty sure Junior wears that white T-shirt. Am I right?
Yeah, but I mean, I can't see his shoulders.
Well, I
So
can see his
maybe
shoulders
he
a little
is
bit.
wearing
Well,
the shirt.
maybe.
I hope he
Oh,
is. Well,
no,
maybe we get the zoom out
he's-
and no shirt. All right,
Yeah,
well,
no shirt.
pack it up. We're going home.
It looks like there's a little bit of red there. I could be completely wrong though.
No, there's no red there. I'm not. There's no hope. That's Donkey.
Yeah.
That's my Donkey Kong.
I wanted to mention though, the boost pads I think look interesting.
I think they look like the next iteration of boost pads.
Yeah.
So I'd be interested in seeing where this track goes because it just kind of looks like it goes. It looks like one of those ones that isn't.
Can we mention whenever it shows Mario going through the boost pad, he has a effect over him like he's going faster, but the other racers don't.
Do they?
You notice that?
I mean, like, yeah, I saw the pink highlight.
I wonder if that's specifically for some kind of reason. Not sure.
Maybe it could be like a leading racer gets a little extra boost to. Maybe that's how they'll mitigate drafting. But I don't know why you would.
Maybe. I feel like that would just make front running a lot easier and catching up a little harder, unless if the items acted a little differently. But yeah, it looks like the racetrack just goes forward, around here, around there, and then there's a building over here. That's what it looks like. Could be wrong about that.
Oh, they're making 2025 of them.
Only 2025. Okay, backwards compatibility.
If they didn't do this, I was gonna run it. So
I
did the
really
right
like
thing.
the fact that they also do digital. I don't know why, but part of me just has not expected that. I don't know why.
I think it's really sad that we're at a point where backwards compatibility is not necessarily the standard.
Yeah. Like, I wish it was. But I'm excited the fact that I have over 100 games on my Switch 1, and a lot of them are digital. So I'm glad I can,
Oh,
port
rookie
them over.
mistake.
Yeah, I've bought a lot more physical since then. Whenever I had a addiction to buying digital. Well, not addiction, but that's just how I did it.
Well, it's much easier to buy digital games than physical games at this point.
Exactly. But like, if there's a game I really like coming out, then I'm like, yeah, I want to go get the physical version. But if there's a game I'm hyped about and just don't really want the physical version, then like
Yep.
Mario Party, like I'm just like, yeah, I'll just get the digital of it. It'll be fine. But I also got the physical version of Superstars, so I was kind of 50-50 on it. Anyways,
I mean, I think just having the physical copy is way cooler, no matter what.
yeah, I know that it says certain Nintendo Switch games may not be supported on or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. I forgot what game they mentioned because
Licensing. I'm sure that it'll be one where there's licensing problems or where the studio went defunct or something like that and they can't get the rights. But I mean, I'm sure all the games that we all love will be supported.
Yeah. And I wonder if they're going to like basically make it higher quality when they get ported over. Speaking of quality, do you think handheld will still be, what is it? Handheld's like 1080? Or is it 720?
No, handheld is. I think handheld is less than 720.
What is Nintendo?
I think
Switch?
I think Switch is like in handheld. I think
Handheld.
it's 6 something. I thought.
Um.
Well, I guess it's 720.
Yeah, I guess it is.
So
So
it'll
I'm
probably
hoping.
be at least 1080.
Yeah, I'm hoping for at least 1080 handheld, and it might be a stretch, but I'm hoping whenever it's stocked, I can get 4K. I know that might be like a little much.
I am not betting on that one. I still don't see enough people in my life that own 4K TVs to warrant that, and I don't necessarily know if that's going to change in the next.
Is that
5
the
to 10
next
years.
higher quality than 1080p, or is there another one?
Yeah, I think it's 1080p and then 4K and then 8K, and
Yeah.
there's too much.
Quality after 1080.
1440.
Yeah.
I mean, we might be able to get 1440, but I would be hard pressed to see 4K.
Yeah, it goes, well, yeah, 40p, 720, 1080, and then it just shows 4K on this image. It doesn't show 140 for, well, 1440, my bad. But yeah, I'm hoping for potential 4K. We definitely ain't getting 8K, but I'm like hoping maybe there's some chance, but I'm not getting my hopes up.
All right.
Okay, Nintendo Switch Direct. Switch 2 Direct. I'm so hyped for this. I'm ready for this.
Oh, me too. I mean, I think we've already talked about everything we predict with the system, really, and our thoughts on the system as a whole.
I do want the Nintendo Switch 2 experience. I want to go to one of these, but the only way you're able to get in is basically a raffle of like, you can enter for free. Good luck.
Yeah, I don't need to go that bad. I don't think there's any coming to Orlando, so I probably won't be going.
I remember there's one
I know
in
Toronto was
There's one in New York, Dallas, Texas, and one in California.
Toronto, right?
No, I didn't see one in Toronto.
Okay, I could have sworn I saw Toronto.
Well,
anyway, game predictions.
Game predictions. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this.
Predictions. I will say that Metroid Prime 4 is a launch title.
You don't think Metroid Prime 4 is gonna be on here?
No, I think it will be a launch title. I think Metroid Prime
launch
4.
Title. I heard Lost. I don't know why.
What do you think of the rumor that this thing's coming out in June?
June? I doubt it. I doubt it. I mean,
I've seen June release date, and it will be $450.
how
That's
much
sort of the
was the
prevailing
original
rumor.
Switch? 300?
The original Switch was 300. That was, of course, in the face of the Xbox and PlayStation 4 being 450, I think, at the time.
Xbox Series X,
Xbox X is 500.
$500. What
So
about
is the
PlayStation
PS5.
5? Okay. And then the
The PS5 Pro is a lost
PlayStation,
cause.
yeah, PlayStation 5 Pro. It's not even coming up as an option. Lovely.
Well,
Oh my goodness.
seven
Why
hundred
an
dollars for a
Okay,
PlayStation.
what
Dear Lord.
what's
Nope.
the point of getting a Pro for an extra $200?
That's what I've been asking since they did the trailer. But, you know, I've
And the
also
fact that
acknowledged that a
it's
lot of people want to buy
completely
it.
digital, it's completely digital. And usually a completely digital game console is cheaper, like the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S. Like the S is
Yep.
a lot cheaper for obvious reasons
Yep,
because there's no disk drive. So you're taking away the disk drive and apparently, I guess, making it a little bit more expensive and saying, yeah, just, buy it. I don't
On
know.
that note,
I
thank
don't
you,
know.
Nintendo, for keeping physical media a thing by giving us a console with a drive for our little discs or cards. But yeah, Metroid Prime 4, Mario Kart 9 for sure,
Oh yeah.
and
I
I think
I
those are
was
the two
thinking about
obvious
this.
ones.
I was thinking about different like Nintendo games. Like basically just Nintendo games to come out.
Yep.
I assume there's going to be a new Mario game, but I don't know if there's going to be a new Mario game because of Wonder being.
We did just get Wonder.
Yeah, we didn't get Wonder too long ago. Unless that they've been working on a new Mario game for like a couple years already. I was thinking maybe Pokemon's Legends ZA could be potential, but I think
I don't
that's
think
going to
it'll be
be
exclusive,
more.
but I do think it will
You don't
be a
think
part
Pokemon Legends ZA is going to be exclusive on Switch?
on Switch 2.
Ah, it might not be. I think it could be, but I think it might have like a Breath of the Wild treatment where it was on both consoles, like the Wii U and the Switch one.
When was Legends ZA? Did we get a timeline for
2025.
that? Oh, it just says 2025.
Yeah. We don't know much more about that. I'm hoping maybe towards the end of the year, but I don't think there's been a Pokemon Direct in quite some time. So we might get
Well, they
some.
only ever do them in February.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they do one
Oh,
every year in February for Pokemon Day.
I didn't know that. But I'm thinking. Oh, wait, that makes a lot of sense, actually. I'm thinking maybe we'll get a big, announcement of like maybe it's gonna come out like in June, like you were saying, or something like that. But other than that, I was thinking Splatoon 4, but I don't know if they're going to really make a Splatoon 4 this early. But I think they
Um,
could. When did
I mean they
Splatoon 3 come out?
could, but I mean, if it's gonna be playing old Switch games, Splatoon 3 still has a dedicated fan base.
Yeah, Splatoon 3 only came out in 2022 in September. So it's not even 3 years old yet, and they just got a DLC last year, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I think we'll stay on Splatoon 3 for a little while. I don't see a reason to.
We could get Splatoon 4 maybe next year or the year after, but I don't know. It depends on how
Possibly. Or they
lively
could
the
just give
game
us a big
remains.
DLC for Splatoon 3.
Yes. Even though we did just get another Splatoon DLC last year, as I mentioned, but who knows?
Do we think we're going to get a new Fire Emblem?
I don't pay attention to Fire Emblem. I'm not the guy to ask.
I think we will eventually get a new Fire Emblem, but I don't think it's going to be
Eventually,
anytime
probably.
soon. Um,
Man.
did you
Hmm.
see the rumor that we're going to get a Master Chief collection on this thing?
Really? Master Chief on a Switch?
Master Chief collection, and I saw Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 1.
Let's see what the internet thinks. Nintendo. Let's see. Switch 2 game predictions. Let's see. Launch lineup. Here we go.
Oh, you're reading predictions. I was just trying to find the leak.
Oh, this was 7 months ago. So this is before. Wow, this is a long time ago. Metroid Prime 4, yeah. Pokemon. Someone said, overdue for a 3D Mario. I think that's a pretty good chance, but you know. Yeah. Here's actually a comment about Splatoon 4. Splatoon 4 isn't coming with launch, is what someone says. Likely late year 2 or year 3. Yeah, I can see that.
What is it saying? Late year 2, year 3?
Like the year 2 or year 3 of the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah, but for what game? I didn't hear you.
Splatoon 4.
Oh. I mean, I could see it in year 2.
I don't see a lot in that post. Let's see.
So Game Rant published an article 2 days ago that said rumored 5 games leaked for Switch 2. I don't know who their sources are, but the list is Flight Simulator, which, I mean, good luck. I don't know anybody here who has played Flight Simulator, but that thing barely runs on the Series S half the time.
Wow.
At least it feels like it does.
How powerful do you think the Nintendo Switch 2 will be?
I think it's going to be, at best, a PS4 Pro.
Like, I don't expect it to be anything crazy. Like, I expect... if I'm being honest, I expect 1080p 60 FPS. I don't know if they're going to be able to go above 60 FPS with this thing.
I'll say PS4 Pro at best in terms of power, and no, we're not going... I'm not even going to hold specs against the Switch. I think we talked about it already. I think Nintendo does a great job of curating their games to their console.
Yeah.
And I think that as we learned this past console generation, if people think, oh, we can make a lot of money, they'll make their game work on the Switch. I mean, Doom works on the Switch just fine. Witcher 3 works just fine on the Switch. Red Dead Redemption, the original. There's a lot there, so if there's money to be made, they'll do it. I do think, on that note, we will get Red Dead 2 on this thing. I don't see why we wouldn't.
Also, the funny thing to me is that Nintendo Switch 2 first look trailer is at 19.2 million views. Now, if we go to PlayStation...
Oh no! Here we go.
Pro. It has 3.4 million views for
Zach's
4
out
months.
here. Zach, you're gonna make us look like Nintendo hacks.
I just think it's funny.
I mean, I also think the PS5 Pro is funny, but
I've never seen this actually. God, they really try to make this look like all big and like, yeah, it's gonna be huge.
But it's enhanced.
Oh yeah, it's so enhanced. Oh, not the spectral super resolution.
The spectral super resolution. What does that mean? I don't know.
High frame rates. Whoa, 120.
I mean, look, I can only dog on this thing for so much. They had the 30th anniversary Pro that apparently sold really well. I just don't care about any of this stuff, and I would wager that the average gamer really doesn't care about a lot of this stuff too. I think like the hardcore
I find it
gamers
so funny
might.
Looking at it, like they're like, yeah, PS5 Pro, Witness, Play Unleashed, also Vertical Stand sold separately. Like,
oh my god, I remember that. Yeah, it didn't release with the stand, and everybody freaked out.
Like, what you mean you can't? You have extra $200 for the Pro. You can't put in a vertical stand.
Yep, you can't put a piece of plastic to hold the stupid thing up.
That's hilarious.
Like, Nintendo did that, didn't they? For a time, one of their systems didn't come with a charger. Was it the new Nintendo 3DS? Am I remembering right?
I have no clue.
I think it was the new Nintendo 3DS came without a charger, and everybody was like, "What the heck, Nintendo?" Like, you're giving us a $250 portable console, but you can't give us a charger.
I will say this reveal trailer kind of goes hard. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, would you like to know the other Xbox games rumored for Switch 2?
Oh yes, lovely.
So we had Flight Simulator, which I don't think is happening, but if it does happen, cool. I'll probably like it better on the Switch than on the Xbox.
Okay.
Uh, Starfield, which I've never played Starfield. I might have
Mm.
to because I did get Game Pass.
Hmm.
So I might dig into it, but from what I understand, it's really slow. And I've never been a huge Bethesda RPG fan except for New Vegas.
Yeah.
Like, I like Skyrim because I think it's funny, not because I think it's a great game. I think it is. I think it's a great game for what it is, but I think it has aged pretty poorly. That's just my personal opinion. Speaking of Bethesda games that I'm not a huge fan of, Fallout 4.
I feel like a lot of these games are just more so, not new games, right?
Well,
Right.
speaking of another Bethesda game that I don't really like, Diablo 4. No, sorry, Diablo 4 is not
Yeah.
Bethesda.
I mean,
Uh, and then
whenever
Halo.
it comes to, new games coming out for the Switch 2, Mario Kart 9, a new Mario game most likely. I don't think a new Zelda game,
Not
Legend of Zelda game.
immediately.
I don't think there's going to be a new Legend of Zelda game out for launch.
Actually, let me take that back. I think we
Oh,
will see
I just hit
Twilight
the mic.
Princess and Wind Waker HD.
Okay, so some ports, basically.
Yeah, I think we'll see ports.
I mean, I
Also,
think we'll
side note,
obviously see some ports too. Like,
side
there'll
note
be
on
Just
this.
Dance and stuff, but
Didn't they make is Just Dance still coming out for the Wii?
for the Wii?
I believe Just Dance had been coming out on the Wii until recently. Like, I think they only
Just
just
Dance
recently
2020 was the last main Just Dance game released on the Wii.
When did the
That's
Wii go out of when did the Wii
insane.
go out of production? Like 2000 and I don't remember when the Wii went out of The Wii lives on forever in my heart. I wish I still had mine. Had to get rid of
Nintendo
it.
stopped production of the original Wii and Wii Family Edition on October 21st, 2013.
So for 7
However,
years after they were done.
However, the Wii Mini continued to be produced until November 2017. What about
Okay.
the Wii U? That's the question.
Oh, I think that
2017.
Oh my goodness. As soon as we released the Switch, we were like, yeah, sorry
Just
guys.
Dance.
We apologize for
2020.
that.
It's the final Wii video game released physically in North America. That is insane.
Halo is also reportedly coming to PS5.
Really?
Never thought I'd see the day. That's according
Wow.
to comicbook.com. So there you go. So final predictions, I guess I'll say launch lineup. We'll do Mario Kart, Metroid as far as first party.
Oh yeah.
We'll do Mario Kart, Metroid, and then the Zelda remakes. That's
I'm
what I
gonna
think is gonna
say
come.
Mario Kart 9, Metroid Prime 4. Then I'm gonna say what was the other one? Yeah, a new Mario game. I don't know what else. I don't expect a Pokemon game on launch. I just don't think that's gonna happen. I don't expect a new Zelda game out on launch. I don't think it's gonna be super eventful other than like look at these new like Nintendo title games, basically. And
So
then
running
all
with
the
the idea
ports
that
and stuff.
so are you let's say we run with the idea this comes out in June. I think it'll be Mario Kart, Metroid, Zelda. If it comes out in October, I think we'll get the Pokemon game because I think that
Oh
Pokemon game
yeah.
is coming out in October, November.
If it
Like they
comes out around that
always
time,
do.
I expect the Pokemon game. I expect a lot more. I expect during the Nintendo Switch 2 Nintendo Direct, we're gonna hear probably more about Mario Kart 9. I'm hoping
Oh wait, Legends Arceus came out in like March, didn't it?
of last year.
No, of 22.
Let's see. Pokemon Legends Arceus.
January of 2022.
January 28th, 2022.
Wow. Okay. Well, I don't think that this game's coming
3
out in January,
years.
so I'll say it comes out in the fall. And so if the Switch 2 is coming in November around Christmas time, we'll probably get Legends ZA.
Wait, I didn't
What are the
see this.
chances we see
That
Power
is
World on
cool.
this thing?
That I think the chances we see Power World on a Nintendo Switch is like 2%.
I think
I'll
it's
go,
-4.
because Nintendo is also they were trying to sue Power World. I don't know if it got shut
Yep.
down or if
I
it's still in process.
I don't think we're gonna see Power World on this thing, but that is just me.
I think that's hilarious that Nintendo was trying to sue Power World over a patent of throwing a sphere at something to capture it.
Yep, and
Which
that sums
if
up
they
that
win
sums up the
that
Nintendo legal team.
if they win that lawsuit, that's gonna kind of suck for like anyone who's just, oh, that'd be a cool idea to use for my game. Nope, can't do it. Nope, can't do it. I
That
feel
would be
like that
so
would
funny.
I feel like that would really show like, man, I wonder how other little patents we can just use to sue people over.
Technically speaking, would that mean that we can't play baseball games anymore because they're throwing balls at things?
Well, it wouldn't be to capture something.
Oh, okay. It's specifically because you use balls to capture things that they're suing. Okay.
Yeah, it's just using a sphere to capture
That's
something,
weird to sue on. That's not the only.
basically.
That can't be the only game that's used balls to catch things.
Yeah, I don't think it will be. I
Is
think
it
that
weird to
lawsuit is
Google
very
games
flawed.
where you use balls to catch things?
Probably. I
Well,
don't
I
know.
just Googled it and now it's on my search history. Take that,
I
government.
want to say, I feel like in this Mario Kart 9, like first look, I feel like part of it is a little unrealistic around this part right here. The reason why I say that is because everyone's driving on the right side of the road. I know that's not gonna happen.
All driving in a straight line.
Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. There's gonna be some random guy hitting the dang rail, hitting a car. Somebody's gonna just go, "Meow." You know,
Did
it
we
ain't
use
gonna be
balls
that
to catch things
congested.
in Fossil Fighters? Am I remembering that right?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, okay. You didn't play Fossil Fighters on the DS in like 2008?
Nope, I was 4.
Oh, well, now I feel young. All right.
Okay. Well, I think
I
that's
think
it.
we've done it.
I'm glad Nintendo specified that games and systems are sold separately.
But
I'm so
now,
glad they did
eventually,
that.
we will be buying games with our systems.
I really hope they do a bundle of Mario Kart 9 with Nintendo Switch. I really hope they do it, but I don't think they're going to do it day one.
We shall. Okay, I'll take that bet. I think they will do it.
Ah, crap! I don't want
So
to.
450. So the rumor I saw was 450 for the base, 500 if you got the bundle with Mario Kart.
Oh,
That
I'll
is
do
the
that. I
prevailing
do that.
rumor.
I do that. I do that.
I would do that
Oh,
too. I think if
oh.
I
Do
just had
you
$500 laying
think?
around.
Do you think there's going to be a new Super Smash Bros. Ultimate game? Well, not Ultimate, but a new Smash Bros. Game.
Oh my goodness.
I
I think
know. I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of diehard Smash Bros. Fans, have kind of lost hope for a new game.
I don't see how we don't get a new Smash Bros. Game.
I
I just don't see how we don't. Unless they just want to ride out Ultimate and give it more DLC. I could see them doing that.
I could see them doing that. I'm just like,
Um,
hey, here's Smash Bros. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate 2.
let's do a quick little Google search. Comicbook.com says that Super Smash Bros. For Nintendo Switch 2 rumor cites new characters and a 2026 release date.
So basically saying it will not come. Okay, here's my thing. If there's a new Super Smash Bros. Game, I feel like it could be a launch title, but the reason why I say that is because when did Ultimate come out?
Well, when did you buy your Switch?
It came out
18. It came out a year after.
December 7th, 2018. So it
Okay,
might not be a launch title, but either way, it's been, oh goodness, 1, 2, 3. Wait, I forgot to count. 6 years. It's been over 6 years. Not by a long, not by a lot, but it's been over 6 years since this games came out.
And that game is so fresh. I feel like that it could have come out yesterday, and I would have believed you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, it doesn't have a ton of players, but it still has a lot of players playing it. I mean, even like the competitive scene, I think is still like going. I think is it? I don't really know much about it.
I mean, they're not releasing more DLC, but they are doing. The game is still popular, all things
Yeah.
considered.
I
Oh, here's
mean,
one.
it's
They're
Smash
saying
Bros.
that. Okay, do we think it's going to be called Mario Kart 9 or Mario Kart 10? Because because of Mario Kart Tour on the cell phones.
I doubt it. I think it's going to be Mario Kart 9.
There you go. I think
Now,
that's how we.
here's a question that we'll talk about in probably 12 years from now. Is Mario Kart 10 going to be Mario Kart 10 or Mario Kart X?
It'll probably be Mario Kart. I actually think it'll be Mario Kart Ultimate, and we will get characters like Sora and Solid Snake throwing bazookas and Mario characters at each other.
I want Kirby so bad. I really want Kirby as a racer. Man, I want a penguin. Please give us a penguin.
I would love if we did Mario Kart 10 and it was like a Smash Bros-esque game, and they brought back the gimmick from Mario Kart Double Dash where each character had a signature item that only they could get.
Who knows? I'm excited to learn more in April, though. We'll definitely need to do a reaction video.
Oh, 100%. Maybe we can
actually like react to it fresh.
Yeah.
Well, that
I don't know if we can every frame a pause it like we did this one.
Yeah. I think we would watch it one time through and then break it down like a separate video or something.
Probably. Or we can watch it on our own and then take notes and then discuss.
Yeah. But I mean,
ask your chat what they think of the game and what do they want us to do.
I should next time I'm live.
Because we do everything based off of what the YouTube algorithm says.
Well, I don't do everything based on what the algorithm says. I do everything based on what my community in Discord tells me to do. And during my chat.
Oh, true?
Like, I streamed Terraria because one dude asked for it for 30 days. And now I have two people asking for two different games. I think Mario Odyssey and Super Mario Maker 2, which I don't even have.
Well, then why are you still here? Why aren't you streaming that?
Because I honestly need to go to bed now because I have to wake up soon. Well, you know, I gotta wake up early in the morning.
Sign off then.
Yep. So with that being said, this is our hour and 20 minutes of reacting to it. We should have just streamed it. I think
so too, but I think we would have been here for 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Yeah,
because we would have been arguing with your chat.
I thought this was gonna be maybe like 15-20 minutes in and out. But I was very wrong, yeah. But with that being said, a lot of
things to say.
I'm done here. Are you done here? Anything you want to add?
I think that's all my thoughts for now.
I'll like and subscribe, Sugar Footers. I'll see y'all eventually.
Give us money.
Give us money. Bye. I love God and I love y'all, Sugar Footers. Y'all have a blessed day. Stay awesome. Bye-bye, Sugar Footers.